I am so tired of I keep explaining this over and over again, and it's really becoming quite irritating. Thank you, Benji, for playing the video, playing the tape back, rewinding the tape so that we can see what I did to lead up to Dirk doing what he did. If you know, I cannot keep explaining it over and over. So I'm just going to explain it one last time, and then I'm going to listen to myself back and see if I'm making sense, because I'm ready to go to bed, and he won't let me go to bed because he keeps coming up with this other narrative that he and I know is not true, and it's kind of weird to me. So let me just start at that night. We both have been drinking that day. I don't think my daughter, I knew she wasn't coming home. So it was like, okay, if we're going to turn up, right? So that's what was going on. And by the time it got to the live, on Benji's live, and I'm on the panel and he's wanting me to get down, I'm, in my drunkenness, I'm like, nope, not getting down. And guess why? Because when I be wanting you to get down, you don't be getting down. And so there was an incident that happened, I think the couple of nights before, I don't know. I don't even remember at this point, but it was the last time I think he was arguing on a panel. And I think it was with news. And I kept asking him, get down, it's time to get down. As a matter of fact, it was funny because the people in the chat was like, are they in the same house? Are they in the same room? We weren't in the same room. I was in, my room, and he was in the front. The 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms in the front. And I even went in there, and I think I even closed the laptop. And then I think I was still on live on my phone, so it kind of seemed like we was in the same room, but we wasn't. And he was so drunk, he started to get back on the panel on his phone since I had closed the laptop. So I knew he was far gone. I said, forget him, come back in my room. And so we had we had a safe word. We pretty responsible when we do what we do. So the safe word, I'm saying it and he's not responding. I'm literally I got back on the piano and I'm like, I'm saying the word. And if anybody was on that live, you will hear that I kept saying, I think I said maybe 3 times, I said, I said something to you. And you heard exactly what I said, and you know exactly what it means. And you're still up here. And you're still here. And that, it kind of hurt me a little bit, because I'm like, man, if the safe word ain't working, what are we doing here? So I went further and brought a picture to him. Y'all don't know this because y'all didn't see it. You'll know this going on. I put it in his face. Like, okay, if the safe word is not working, I'm pretty sure this is going to work. And he's going to get off this panel. And he still didn't do it. So then I went a third step further, and I did something that was I got some ashes and sprinkled them around the living room where he's at. Still didn't work. And by that time, I said, you know what? He is going to have to do whatever you do. And guess what I did? I came in my room. I think I dropped off the live and I went to bed. And I think he passed out or whatever. So we discussed it maybe like the next day or whatever. And I think like after that, my birthday came up, and I found him on the panel, like live again, arguing. I think it was with news. So I'm like, okay, if that's the type of time he on, I mean, he loves YouTube. So I know he doesn't have a thing for her. Is a trigger? I don't know, but it's different, but it's virtual, I guess. I don't know. It's not even really a big deal to me. I just don't think that, I think that's a waste of energy, like for real, especially with the things that happened in the past. Like, it's no secret that he has been who he is. That's what I can say about that. So fast forward to the night we're on the live, and he's telling me to get down off the piano. I'm in my room, he's in the living room, and I'm like, no, I'm not. Nope. Nope, not getting down. That's see how it feels. Because he see I'm getting inebriated, and I was. Otherwise, I would have got down. Bourne gets up there, and okay, pause. We already had discussed Born from a previous life when Born had told him directly on live, I want to do this and that to Drina. I want to do this and that to your wife. After that live, me and him discussed it and was like, yeah, this ain't the place where we be. This ain't the place for us to be. I can't even get to this dude. And I'm like, okay, you want me to cancel my membership? I'll cancel my membership and then we'll just be done. Like with that, like ain't no big deal to me. Well, another life happened after that. And I think Bourne was drunk off his butt. And we realized that, you know what? He don't even remember the stuff he be doing or saying, and he don't even really mean nothing by it. So I'm following my man's lead. And his lead was, we ain't gonna say nothing to Bourne about that. He not gonna ask for no apology for that. Bourne gonna be who he gonna be, and just let it is what it is. Like, he's a character. So when now we're gonna go back to the live. So when Bourne gets up on the panel and me and Bourne going back and forth, whatever, I'm playing along with it because I'm knowing, okay, this is his character. I'm not flirting with him. It looks like it though, but I know my man knows that what we discussed, what we talked about, we know, like, hey, nobody's attracted to Bourne and Bourne's not attracted to me. That's just what he do. He's a character. So I'm going along with it. Yeah, the tongue, let me see it again. Yeah, ain't given. It's not given. Yeah. Babe is in the front room, livid, getting more and more livid. You're disrespecting me. You're flirting with this guy. And I'm like, what? Are you talking? No. He's like, get offline. Get off the live. Y'all was there. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that either. What you gonna do if I don't? What you gonna do? I'm thinking, like, what you gonna go sprinkle some ashes on me? Like, I was trying to get you off the other night and you wouldn't get off. It was alcohol infused. It ain't alcohol's fault, but it was definitely fueled and infused by alcohol. It wasn't supposed to go that far. Y'all saw the rest. Was I disrespectful? Yes, absolutely. Did I let it go too far? Yes, absolutely. Was it the ultimate disrespect? I can't say that. Like, for him, I think that he felt like that was the ultimate disrespect. I wish that he would have remembered what we had talked about and we could have just nipped it right there. Like, he could have just got on the piano and like, hey, bud, shoot, like, we know you don't mean nothing by that, but nah, that ain't it. You know, I'm thinking I'm supposed to be playing along with it or whatever. But then he started getting more and more angry. I was just like, okay, now he's scaring me. Like, I don't know how much he been drinking in there. We not in the same room. But anyways, I have to say that I love that man. And we gotta stop drinking so much on YouTube. Our drinks are planned events when my daughter's not home. And I hate that it went down like that because now reputations are ruined. Like, I feel like my reputation is ruined. I feel like his reputation is ruined just for a little while. I mean, this too shall pass. It's really not that big of a deal. Here's the bigger deal. What are we going to do to fix it? What are we going to do if we can't have a safe word? What are we going to do if your reaction are going to be like that? Like, flipping over furniture and stuff. I don't like that. Nobody would like that. It's very scary. And it's abusive. It's a form of abuse. That's the bottom line. It's, I can't get with that. So we're going to fix it, or if it can't be fixed, then it can't be fixed. But here's more importantly, we are not going to change anything that we do not acknowledge. So the issue that I'm having tonight, because I felt that, okay, some days went by, now it's time to talk about it. It's time to talk about, like, okay, so what's the plan going forward? And we have been going in circles, and I'm like, wow, I thought that we really had an understanding of what took place and why it took place, and that can't happen. I kind of think that he felt really bad because it's dark in here, because people saw him acting like that, throwing furniture or whatever, and being scary. Like, I did not want to drop down off that life because at some point I realized he is serious and I am here by myself. And he must have forgot what we talked about, and he is reverting to another person. And I got scared, and I'm just like, wait a minute. So going forward, what's going to happen? What's the plan if you get that mad again? I'm not going to intentionally make you mad, but what happens if you get like that mad again? Like, should I be fearing for my safety? Is this the first time that we've had a blown up like that? Nope, it is not. So I'm not gonna go into details about like all of our fights or arguments. We're a couple. We're together. We're in a relationship. We have a life together, and people get into it. But abuse is never okay. Intimidation is never okay. I'm not big as he is, so I have the right to feel how I feel. He has the right to feel how he feels. But now we're sober, okay? And now we're talking about it. And it just behooves me that he is so stuck on, why would you disrespect me like that? Why would you cause me or trigger me to react how I reacted? That's not settling right. I'm sorry, that is not settling right with me. So that means we got way more work to do. I know I have work to do. And my work that I'm gonna do is my private work that I'm going to do on myself. And when I'm ready, I don't have to make a lot of noise, because you don't hear a light making noise. Just let it shine. It's gonna shine. I'm gonna shine wherever I sit. All of the content creators out there, like Travis and who was it, T Will. These are just the ones I saw. I kind of flicked through the channels. I didn't watch too much of it. I understand that it's just content. Dirty and Drina, what the heck is going on here? Yeah, it's content, but I'm not a hoe. I'm not for the streets. And Curtis knows what we've been through. I take accountability. I wasn't trying to make him look bad. I wasn't trying to make myself look bad. I wasn't trying to flirt with Bourne. Like I said, we had discussed that already. We know what his character is. Do I want to be out here in these YouTube streets looking like that type of person or that type of woman? Absolutely not. Should I have been on there? Absolutely not. Because I already know that that's the type of time he Bourne be on. And even though me and Curtis had discussed that, okay, we not gonna like take him serious, I still shouldn't even want that for myself, right? So I take accountability for that. And, I don't have too much more to say like for right now, but I had to make this tonight because this guy is like going in circles and I don't have no more explanations. And I don't disrespect him in our everyday life, on or off YouTube. And if I say, or when I say, but you've disrespected me on multiple occasions, as soon as I say that, we go back around in a circle. So you did it. So you was doing that on purpose, like you did it maliciously, or you was trying to disrespect me. Nah, bruh. Can we go back again and just discuss what we discussed about Bourne and how we wasn't gonna take him serious, and for me not to cancel my membership, and that you wasn't gonna be controlling me, and that the last time when I was fussing back and forth with news, that you felt that I could handle my own, and you wasn't gonna keep coming to try to control me or take me away, or let me stand up for myself. Sometimes he must have forgot all that conversation. So that still doesn't. I'm not saying that that's an excuse for me to do what I did. I'm telling you that there are reasons, and those are some that fall under that. Those are some reasons that fall under that. So it's going on 18 minutes, this video. So I will maybe post this and maybe not. I hate that had to happen. I hate that you guys had to see that. I do not condone violence or domestic violence either way. Not on the man, on a woman, and not on a woman, on the man. No, 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 no. I don't. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you might be in the world. It's Drina from the Haven. And we're going to be back posting our content like we're supposed to be posting it. But I have to get myself right first, okay? And I'm still around. I'm still in your chats, and doing the thumbs up. But I got to work to do it myself, okay? And then if he wants to do some work on himself, and then we do some work together, that's fine. But I got to focus on me for right now, okay? and my daughter. All right, talk to you guys later. Good night.